Hello all. Today we will study about Bach Flower Remedy Chestnut Bud. Chestnut Bud addresses individuals who repeatedly make the same mistakes because life experience is not properly integrated. This issue is not intelligence or capacity, it's the failure to convert experience into learning. This remedy belongs to the insufficient interest group because the person does not fully engage with the present moment. Events happen, but awareness does not deepen. Now, what is the core theme? It's a failure to learn from experience. Life provides repeated feedback. Chestnut bud individuals do not assimilate this feedback. The same lessons repeat until consciously absorbed. Central dynamic of the medicine is experience occur, insight does not develop. Consequences follow behavior, yet behavioral correction does not occur. The reflective pause is missing. What is the key feature of chestnut bud is repeats the same mistake. The defining question to confirm the chestnut bud is, does this person keep repeating identical patterns despite prior consequences? Now, what is the behavioral or the cognitive pattern? The individual sees what happened but does not link the behavior and outcome, like to outcome deeply enough to change. How will be the emotional tone of the patient? Unlike mustard or gentian, mood is not the core issue. The problem lies in the learning integration. Child pattern, how the child will present. Repeated academic or classroom mistakes like spelling errors corrected multiple times still occur. Homework pattern repeats. How the adult will express themselves when they require chestnut bud. They will show recurring relationship or the work errors, like same partner type chosen repeatedly, same business miscalculation repeated. What is the diagnostic question? If the consequences occur but behavior persists unchanged, chestnut bud is strongly indicated. Now we will differentiate chestnut bud versus against different Bach Flower remedies, starting with clematis. Clematis has dreamy inattention, where chestnut bud shows behavioral repetition. Clematis is absent-minded and disengaged. Chestnut bud is present but fails to integrate the lessons. Chestnut bud versus honeysuckle. Honeysuckle lives in the past. Chestnut bud does not learn from the past. Honeysuckle is emotionally attached to the past events. Chestnut bud simply does not integrate them. Chestnut bud and white chestnut. White chestnut shows repetitive thoughts. White chestnut loops mentally, where chestnut bud shows repetitive behavior. Chestnut bud loops behaviorally. Chestnut bud versus wild rose. Wild rose has given up. It shows resignation. And bud keeps trying but without learning. It is unconscious repetition. It does not learn from the past mistakes or past experiences. So, what is the batch flower differentiation summary? Is behavior repeats but insight is missing. Across comparisons, the key theme remains repetition without reflection. Now we will differentiate chestnut bud with different homeopathic medicines. First is Medorrhinum. In Medorrhinum, impulsive thrill-based repetition is present. Medorrhinum repeats behaviors due to the intensity and excitement. Chestnut bud repeats due to the lack of learning integration. Next is tuberculinum. Tuberculinum patient is restless, dissatisfaction cycle is present there. Tuberculinum changes frequently out of dissatisfaction. Chestnut bud repeats out of inattention to the feedback. Third one is Lycopodium. Repetition rooted in insecurity. Lycopodium repeats patterns driven by fear of failure. Chestnut bud is not security driven. Next is Baryta Carb. Baryta Carb shows global immaturity. Chestnut bud is otherwise competent, but reflective learning is weak. So, what is the summary of differentiation of chestnut bud with homeopathic medicines is homeopathic remedies often address deeper constitutional tendencies. Chestnut bud addresses a learning integration. Academic pattern. Same exam mistake repeated. Despite the review sessions, identical error keeps on happening. In case of relationship, same personality type is repeatedly chosen even though person experiences something bad out of it. Patterns in attraction are not consciously evaluated. In case of profession, recurring financial or career errors keeps on happening. Poor decision cycles continue without the reflective pause. Emotional blind spot. Lack of pause before repetition. The remedy encourages mindful interruption of automatic behavior. What should be the therapeutic aim of the practitioner after giving chestnut bud is the goal is not the suppression, but it should be the awareness to integrate from the past experiences. What early response we can expect from the patient receiving chestnut bud is the patient begins noticing the patterns. After that, later response would be mistakes decreases as insight improves. This shows the conscious behavioral correction. Dosage is standard protocol, 4 drops 4 times daily, unless otherwise advised by the practitioner. Combination, we can combine white chestnut bud with clematis for distraction. We can combine it with white chestnut for the mental loops. Combination depends on dominant symptoms layer. When chestnut bud is not indicated. It is not indicated if the intentional manipulation is present, if the repetition is deliberate. If the repetition is deliberate, chestnut bud is not suitable because patient is conscious about his repetition of mistakes. When is a referral point? Assess the ADHD if present. If pattern is severe and impairing, the diagnostic referral is appropriate rather than keep on giving only Bach Flower medicines. What is the meaning of healing? Experience becomes teacher. In case of chestnut bud, the bud symbolizes early stage growth and learning. What is the philosophical insight for chestnut bud is life repeats lessons until learned. Chestnut bud helps to shorten the repetition cycle. What is the core message? What is the clinical pole? Is observation creates the growth. Awareness precedes the transformation. Encourage clients to insert the reflection between stimulus and response. What is the counseling integration? Counseling tool. Behavior tracking supports the remedy action. Reflective journaling helps to patient. Bachelor remedies are not a replacement for the psychiatric care. These are the complementary emotional supports. So take decision wisely before starting with bachelor treatment to any patient. What is the accepted outcome of the patient when we prescribe chestnut bud to the patient? That we can see the reduced behavioral repetition, conscious awareness, learning from the past experiences starts occurring in the patient. Long term goal is integrated experiential learning of the patient. Encourage the structured remedy education. If you like this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe. Also, the online consultation is available. Clinic details are present in the description. Thank you.